Hello and good morning. I'm Steve Marchese. I'm the director of the Office of Labor Standards here in Seattle, and I have a question for you. Who has their walking shoes on? Who's ready to go? I've got my comfy shoes on because today is the kickoff of our door-to-door outreach. We are going into community with our partners, with our friends. We're doing this because this is the 8th time we're doing it, May Day outreach event where we get to talk to people in businesses throughout the city, but particularly in districts 1, 2, and 7, because we are here to tell workers you've got rights under Seattle's laws, and to tell businesses we are here to help you make sure that those rights are safeguarded. So thank you for being here with us today. This is going to be a brief opportunity for us to hear from some of our elected colleagues and friends. We're going to have some members of the council and the mayor here with us. So I want to acknowledge our elected officials that are here, Council Members Foster and Rinck and Lynn. We have representation from MLK Labor, and then Mayor Wilson will be joining us shortly. So we're really excited. Let's have a round of applause for our speakers. You know, I've been really fortunate to be leading this office for the last 5 years. It's a great group of people. We are doing work that I know we all passionately believe is important to this city, making sure that workers are treated with dignity, that they are paid for the work that they've done and paid fairly, that they have the opportunity to take time off with their families when they need it, to take care of their needs in their lives, that when they're sick, they can stay home, that when they actually want to know what they're going to get paid, if they're working on a gig platform, that they know what they're going to get paid, and if they're going to get deactivated, that they know what the process is. All of our laws here in Seattle are designed to make sure that our city is working for the people who work for us. So let's give the workers a round of applause. So I'm proud of our staff, many of whom who you see here right now. We're all wearing the blue T-shirt, which is for the Office of Labor Standards. So please, OLS staff, raise your hands because you're the folks who are getting the work done in the office every day. Thank you so very much. Proud to be with you. And our partners are here today too. Many of them are in the room. Please, if you are one of our community partners and you're here to join us, please put your hands up. We want to thank you very much as well. So we're here to really empower workers by giving them information. We're here to empower businesses to know that they have information for them, that we're here to support them to comply with those labor standards. And we've been able to do this, like I said, because we've had a rich network of outreach partners in our business and our community outreach programs. And like I said, many of them are here with us today. So you're wondering perhaps also why we're doing this on April 30th, because if you look at the calendar, May Day is actually tomorrow. And we did this because we wanted to respect the fact that there has been a call for no work and no consumption of business, no nothing tomorrow for May Day. And we're here to respect that, but also do the work that we need to do to inform the public about the importance of workers and labor standards. So thank you for being here with us today. We're going to start with some of our guests. First, I'd like to introduce Councilmember Dionne Foster, who is a citywide council member in position 9, to say a few words. Thank you, Councilmember.
Good? Okay, fantastic. How are y'all feeling? Are you feeling powerful? Yes. Are you feeling organized? Yes. Are you feeling excited? Yes. Same. I'm Councilmember Dionne Foster, and it is just my absolute pleasure to get to be here today. And first, I want to extend my appreciation to the team at Chinese Information Services Center. Thank you so much for hosting us for this fantastic event. And thank you for your organizing and your leadership. Earlier this week, actually, we as council and jointly with the mayor were able to actually proclaim and do a proclamation for May Day. And it's my understanding that this is actually the first time that we've done this together as a city. And it was a really important opportunity. Sometimes we just think about May Day as the moment where we are all together. I'll see you guys at Cal Anderson. But where we are all together out in the streets. But I think it's so much more than that. right? It is the work that you guys do when you're in your meetings. It is the work that you do when you're out talking to businesses. It is the intellectual labor to put together these important policies that protect workers. And it's the work that we do every day at City Council. And so I am so proud and excited to get to be a part of this important moment. So, this year is the 8th annual May Day outreach event. And for me, as somebody who's got a career that's been rooted in service and now in public service, I cannot think of a more important way for all of the fantastic volunteers that are here to be spending your time. Workers are powerful, but they are more powerful when they have the right information. And so when you go out and you talk to a business owner and you talk to a worker and you let them know about our labor standards, you let them know about the support that the city is here to provide, that work is literally building power for everyday people. And it only happens because you all are here in the room dedicating your time, your energy, and your talent. I also want to say for Seattle, we rely on our small businesses. They are places of culture. They are places of community, of connection. They are the places that people come back to, right? They are the places where we meet up for lunch. And so when we have these outreach opportunities and when we build on those relationships, we have an opportunity to not just strengthen workers, but to strengthen our small business community. And that is what I love about this event. That is what I love about this moment. It's not one or the other. We are doing both of these jointly. So thank you all so much. Thank you for spending your time doing this. I will tell you, I saw Steve when I was walking into City Hall today, and I changed my shoes before I came over here. I saw his sneakers, and I said, I understand the assignment. So thank you all so much. I hope you have a fantastic day.
Thanks so much, Councilmember Foster, and I appreciate your remarks. And thank you also to Councilmember Lynn, who I'm going to welcome up, who represents District 2, where we are today. So thank you so much, Councilmember Lynn. Looking forward to hearing from you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. What a wonderful day. Thank you all for organizing. Thank you to CISC for welcoming us into this space. As I think about May Day, I think about the struggle that resulted in, standing up for workers. I think about how fortunate we are to have an Office of Labor Standards and what it took to organize and to demand that we have strong labor protections, that we fund strong labor protections, that when we invest in workers, we are investing in our community. And so I just want to give a shout out to all the labor partners, all the organizer, anybody who is out supporting their community, that is giving back, that is helping this critical work go forward. I think about my father, who was an immigrant from Taiwan, and the difficulties he faced, the cultural barriers, the language barriers, and the discrimination he faced. And I think what an incredible resource it would have been if he had a CISC in where he lived at that time. I just want to, again, thank you all for being here. Thank you again to our labor partners for holding us accountable as electeds to make sure that we are standing up for workers' rights, that we are continuing this hard work. And next, I want to introduce the amazing Michael Itti and the incredible work of CISC. We know that information and services are at the heart of their work. We know that when we give information to our community, we are empowering workers, and that is what this is all about. So thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember, and welcome everybody to CISC. I'm Michael Itti, Executive Director, and we're honored to host today's May Day outreach event in partnership with the Seattle Office of Labor Standards. Since 2015, our partnership with OLS has enabled CISC to advance workplace equity by conducting community-based outreach and education through community events and workshops. This partnership allows us to bring accurate, trusted information directly to the community and in their languages. As a result of this work, more community members are aware of protections such as minimum wage, paid sick and safe time, wage theft protections, fair chance employment, hotel worker protections, and more. we're seeing that more community members feel comfortable talking about workplace inequities, not only with our staff, but with their family members and friends. And we were receiving more questions and inquiries about workplace concerns, which tells us that workers are paying attention and beginning to advocate for themselves. Importantly, we're reaching out to young people before they enter the workforce. Youth are learning about workplace rights early, which helps them set clear expectations for fair treatment from day one. Advancing worker justice requires education, trust, and strong community partnerships. Together, we're committed to standing with workers, not just in words, but through action, support, and sustained collaboration. Thank you all for being here and for your continued partnership.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Lynn, and thank you, Michael, for your partnership. We've been working together at CISC for many years, and your partnership and your hospitality for us today is greatly appreciated. Now I'm going to invite a return guest who was here last year at our last kickoff event, Councilmember Alexis Mercedes Rinck, to give us some remarks as well. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you. I am Alexis Mercedes Rinck, your Seattle City Council member representing the Office of Position 8, one of the at-large citywide council offices, and I am also your Human Services, Labor, and Economic Development Committee Chair. And I want to start off by thanking again CISC for hosting this event again and hosting us and bringing us into your space. And a thank you to the Office of Labor Standards and all of the partners that I see in the room today too. Thank you for your continued work standing by and fighting for workers. Tomorrow, we're going to mark International Workers' Day here in Seattle, and I want to take a moment to recognize the vital work that the folks in this room do every day to protect workers, the workers that have built our city. Your efforts in upholding our nation-leading labor standards carry forward a profound legacy. I want us to remember who we are, because Seattle has carried a profound legacy of fighting for workers. We've been at the forefront of worker protections. We passed the $15 minimum wage. Yeah. That's right. We established secure scheduling. We passed the app-based worker minimum payment ordinance. We have a domestic workers bill of rights. We are changing policy and changing lives, and you are the ones who give those policies meaning through diligent enforcement and education efforts. You know, at one of my first jobs as a waitress, the owner of the restaurant I worked at told me that I couldn't get my credit card tips because she didn't know how to add those tips to my paycheck. Thank you. That's very validating. I mean, wage theft, pure and simple. I knew it was wrong, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to call. I didn't even know that recourse was possible at the time. And I needed an Office of Labor Standards. And that's why today's event is so important. Workers and businesses need to know that the Office of Labor Standards exists and is a resource for them. I believe that workers deserve that protection, and I believe that many of our businesses want to be good employers. And we know that right now, working people, and specifically immigrant workers, are under attack. And the Trump regime and his oligarchs are trying to roll back workers' rights, undo labor protections, and we here in Seattle must do everything we can to stand against them. And that starts by fully supporting, fully empowering, and fully funding our Office of Labor Standards to carry forward this critical work. Now, we know that workers' rights have always been a fight, but even when all the odds are stacked against us, when we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. And we're going to keep on fighting this May Day and onwards. Thank you, everyone. Let's get to work.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Rinck. Appreciate your remarks and our rally to get us moving. Our next speaker is from the MLK Labor. Pia Rivera-Jones is the Deputy Director of the People's Organizing Center. Pia, come on up. Welcome.
Hi, good morning, everyone. really love the feedback from it. So I am here today on behalf of MLK Labor, but also the Seattle May Day Planning Committee. Thank you to everyone at OLS for heeding the call and honoring the no work, no school, no shopping demands for tomorrow, International Workers' Day. And thank you all for moving this Canvas Day to today so we can still be out in communities talking with employers and workers about the importance of labor rights, workers' rights, and labor standards that we have to, time and time again, defend and fight for and expand. So we know that Seattle has a proud history of workers and communities taking action, and this year May Day is going to be no different, except for it's going to be bigger and better. Yeah. Working people all over the country across every sector, whether they're union or non-union, are facing increasing attacks on these labor standards and protections. The exploitation is intensifying, and the billionaires just keep taking and taking, and we need to say enough is enough. We are coming together to fight back. We have more than 100 years of proof that when we fight, we win through collective action, through workers coming together to talk to each other about what's going on in their workplaces, about how we can improve things, about workers going to other workplaces and talking to each other. That's how we're able to win the 8-hour workday, weekends, OSHA, and we will continue that today. So thank you all for taking this day to go out and canvass and talk to people. This is how movements begin. This is how movements grow. And I'm so excited to also see you all at Cal Anderson Park at noon tomorrow for our International Workers' Day rally. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pia, and thank you so much for the support from all of our labor partners. Appreciate it. Now we're going to hear from someone who knows quite a bit about canvassing and the importance of door-to-door outreach. I'd like to welcome our mayor, Katie B. Wilson, and have her give us a few remarks as well. Thank you, Mayor.
Well, good morning. Happy pre-May Day. So I had the pleasure of starting my day this morning on a virtual press conference with Brandon Johnson, the mayor of Chicago, and some other mayors from around the country to really remember the historical roots of International Workers' Day in the Haymarket Affair and the fight for the 8-hour day, and to really reaffirm together our commitment to standing with workers, to upholding our democracy, and to fighting to make our cities affordable for working families. So between that and this, I feel like I'm getting my May Day in early, and I love it. As Steve alluded to, prior to becoming mayor of Seattle, my work was really rooted in canvassing and speaking directly to people about what matters, whether that was on their bus or at their door or in their workplace. And so it's my pleasure to be here to help kick off the Office of Labor Standards door-to-door outreach event, and thank you to CISC for hosting us today. Seattle has established 16 labor standards to ensure that workers experience respect in the workplace and can afford to live in our city. And I will say that as someone who has done a lot of work over the years fighting for stronger labor standards and renter protections and other laws that protect working people, I know very well from personal experience that our laws are only as good as the education and the enforcement that follows them. So realizing the full impact of that legislation requires rigorous implementation, and that starts with citywide outreach and education. So I commend OLS for getting out there and hitting the streets to help businesses understand their responsibilities under Seattle's labor laws and to connect with workers so that they know that they have rights in our city. Yes. The city also deeply values our partnerships with community and business organizations, including those that we fund through our Community Outreach and Education Fund and the Business Outreach and Education Fund. So to those organizations who are here today, your support strengthens awareness of Seattle's labor laws and helps to build trust and meaningful connections in the community. Yes. Your language and cultural capacity make outreach to our small businesses and workers more accessible and inclusive so that the right information actually reaches the people who need it most. We know that the foundation of a healthy economy starts with workers who are empowered with their workplace rights and businesses that respect those rights. So working together, we can make Seattle an affordable and equitable place for everyone to live and work. It is my commitment to work in partnership with you toward those goals. This is your city. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mayor, and thank you so much for your support for our work and the support for workers in our community and the commitment to workers and businesses.